ready to kick it away first. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Matt. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. He's at the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown tie. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. He uncorks one deep. Brings it in down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Mack throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude
makes the grab. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Finds his big tight end, and he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Jennings. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Could be an alley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Knight.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the right. 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Austin Mack. Makes the grab. It's Hill. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Riley. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Throwing, Mack. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the resilience of this defense, man. This has been a pretty long drive. Chewed up some yards. They stayed focused. They stayed hungry. Down here on the goal line, they bowed up their necks, man. Get the big 3rd down stop to force a 4th and go.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Unloads to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quick.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, an almost disaster.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to print the field position with the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Under fire. Unleashes one. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The number 1 rule for any offense, gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the number 1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. Austin Mack. Got a man, it's Hill. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. On target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Again, it's Mack. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Throwing, Mack. Skips away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Bama! That one will give them the lead.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He fires to the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Dumps it to the back. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Bringing the heat. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Mack to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions...
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing, it's
going wrong. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Running inside. It's Riley. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. There he goes. Fights off a defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? This quarterback part of their running game. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down, Austin Mack escapes the pressure going right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure, makes the grab. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires toward the target. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the running back. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finding some room. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you've got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throws to the wideout. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
On the run, it's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll keep it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.